Oh, you're playing Elden Ring now.
No. I have been. Because I have
Okay.
been, I haven't been planning anything.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
now
let's
I'm
just
just,
play Elden Ring.
like...
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're just playing Elden Ring, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. What are you playing it on, by the way, Frank?
I play it on Steam, on my computer.
just fucking feed it to us, and we'll just fucking make that a series. Franklin plays Elden Ring, the video game,
Yes.
released in 2021.
22.
That's the one. Hey man,
I think you're the one disassociating right now.
Yeah.
Come
You
back
are
to us.
absolutely not wrong.
Come back, please.
I've been doing that all year. I am like 2 years behind, honestly,
God, I'm
and
not.
I really struggle to remember.
I miss you. Mabeanie misses you. Even Stephanie misses you.
Yeah. We're just like, come
You
back,
know how it is.
come back. Are you gonna need me to go to bed, Frank? Well, probably not. if playing
I'm
game.
currently indoors and not
Right.
near a bed, but I can put a bed down.
I
if
don't
need
need
go
to. I'm
sleep.
just like building a huge structure, and I won't be near any mobs.
I don't need to either. I'm just in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
You can just sail on all night,
Oh, gee.
like the old sailors.
Boom. Oh, come on.
It's beautiful.
It's glitching out. Like the eating animation was glitching out.
Is it because you have something
think
else
it's-
in your other
Yeah,
hand
I've got a
that
block
can...
in the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm reaching land now. I'm gonna have to make it daytime.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
I will tell you. Did I tell you guys that I was instead of playing Elden Ring, I have been playing a little bit of Bloodborne.
No.
Like, I want to play some Bloodborne. I've been showing it to someone, and that's been pretty fun. I still really like that game a lot. It's still my
It is
favorite
good.
Souls-like, TBH. And I know that's kind of a controversial opinion.
I mean, it's very controversial because people take their favorites and then you don't agree with them. They'll, DDoS you or no, they'll dox you and then.
I know. I've talked to people who are like, when I say my favorite's Bloodborne, they're literally like, okay, so that's a personal attack. And I'm like, well, it's up to you. Like, I don't expect everyone else to like it as much as I do. It just scratches certain itches that I really like.
Look. All right. You're preaching to the choir, man. My favorite.
Okay.
Dark
I was
Souls-
so expecting you to be like,
My favorite Dark Souls is Dark Souls 2. Do you know how much ridicule I usually get from strangers because they go Dark Souls 2 is the worst game
That's fair.
Fromsoft
Can I
has ever
ask-
made?
How is it the worst?
because people have this stupid. I was gonna ask Frank, if that's the case, I would very much be interested to hear why it's your favorite.
I mean,
And
it's
that's not like a explain yourself,
No,
shithead. It's
yeah.
like I'm curious. I've never heard anyone
it's just
say
the
it.
one that really encapsulated my attention the most, as a more simple way of putting it. I just really love the first introduction to the power stance. It has some of my favorite bosses in the whole series in it, like the Smelter
What's your favorite
Demon.
boss?
Smelter Demon is definitely one of my favorites, which is why it leads to the power stance of, okay, you've killed the Smelter Demon. You get his cool as fuck fire sword that does the big fire explosion. You get to the DLC. You fight a magic version of the Smelter Demon as a secret side boss.
I remember that magic one because it crashed my computer every time and I
Yes.
never beat it. I think you were trying to help me with it.
Yeah, you beat him and you get a cool ass magic version of the Smelter Sword that also does a big blue explosion. If you get your stats high enough, you can then power stance them for a unique power attack where you do mixed fire magic explosion, and it's really huge and bombastic. And it was stuff like that was really cool, where you had these unique pairings of weapons that could do special things while power stance. And then Dark Souls 3 was like, we'll give you, like, a weapon that is, like, really special when you power stance. We're gonna try to, like, kind of forget about this mechanic, though. And then Elden Ring, like, kind of brought it back.
Wait, is Elden Ring a Fromsoft game, is it?
Yes. It is their
Okay,
new
I
game.
didn't know that. I thought it was like its own thing. I know nothing about it.
Well, that's why it's gotten such immediate attention and popularity.
Okay.
Because people are like, oh, it's FromSoft's next big game, and it's open world and different, and everyone's like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm not dissing it, by the way. I'm very ambivalent to it because I just don't know anything about it, and I feel like there's a pressure for me to play it, and I'm just kind of like, I'll play it when I get to it.
That's right.
By the way, I found a bunch of mossy cobblestone in this forest. Does this mean anything?
Can I?
Sometimes forests can just have
they-
mossy cobblestone.
They do
patches.
just randomly have them.
Do you want me to get it for you, Mabeanie?
Yes, please.
Okay.
See, mossy cobblestone is something you don't come across every day.
No, you can
Diamonds,
get it.
I can get diamonds if I want them.
Yeah, that shit's all over the place.
Yeah, that's
They basically give it out for free in these parts.
right. Yeah. Basically grows on trees.
All right, Frank.
Yeah.
We're going back. We're going tier list time. Soulsborne like games go.
Okay. On what scale? Do I just say personal enjoyment and make this simple? Okay, personal enjoyment.
Personal enjoyment.
I'd probably say 2. Maybe 2. Then I think Elden Ring just edges out Bloodborne, and then 3-1.
One's your least favorite.
Yeah, it's aged. I've recently played. I've gone back and done like a randomizer run to revisit it and have some fun. But a lot of like the combat, like not like most of the bosses except for a couple of them, have like it's just.
Can I
goes
tell you
to show that
something?
FromSoft has really like improved on the recipe.
I agree that it's the most aged, but you know what? It kind of reminds me, and this is a weird comparison, of Mario 64, which is to say, I don't know, that game, it'll always have like a charm to it, I think, that I can constantly respect. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. I mean, yeah, people still have like one as their favorite. It's like I'm not really dissing it. It's just like when I play it, I go, yeah.
Did you also put Sekiro on that list, or?
Oh, okay. Sekiro's below 1. I didn't finish Sekiro.
Fair enough.
It is the only FromSoft game that I've played that I have not finished. I could not get into it, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm not having fun playing this game, so I'm not going to play this game.
Fair enough. I think it was a little overhyped, if you ask me. I think there's a lot of things that it does. I think we kind of touched on this in another Minecraft session, but there's a lot of things that it does which I think I just don't think really helps its longevity, and people just weren't really willing to see that when it first came out. I don't know if they are now, but I was kind of like, I don't really like how it does this and this and this. And as a result, I've never played it, and I'll just straight up say that I've never played it. I have no intention of playing it though, despite me being a FromSoft fan like everyone else on the fucking planet. I was kind of like, I'm not really digging this game, and so I didn't get it for those reasons.
Yeah. And then it's just like 3's
I was
pretty
kinda
good,
hoping
but Elden
like-
Ring is just like a lot more, and is just a better 3 technically. And while Elden Ring is like pretty good and everything, my personal enjoyment of Elden Ring petered off a bit towards the end. Like just on a personal enjoyment level, where some of the bosses are just our attacks telegraphed to you. So, you know, this is like vague minor spoilers, but one of the final bosses swings a hammer at you. And when he swings the hammer, it makes an explosion. You would think to dodge roll the hammer swing, but if you dodge roll the hammer swing, you get hit by the explosion. So I kept dying to it over and over again, going, this fight's just bullshit. How do I dodge this? You then learn that it's not a real hammer swing, and you're just supposed to dodge the explosion part, even though the hammer can just go through you. And sometimes it will hit you, but sometimes you just need to walk in a specific way and then dodge the explosion. And there's just a lot of bosses that have an attack that immediately go into an AoE explosion, that like even if you block it, you're just taking a lot of chip damage, and it's just like, it's kind of too repeated with some of these things.
It's very odd.
And like overall, it was a very good game. It looks beautiful. It's good in those regards. But as a stand of personal enjoyment, I put it below 2. Because 2 will always just be my favorite of personal enjoyment that I can just spend time on.
You sound like a real game reviewer, man. That was the end of Frank's Elden Ring review.
No, real game reviewer would be shit's too hard.
This game is fucking ass!
Shit's too hard. I couldn't beat the first boss, so this game's a 0 out of 10.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure like every fucking outlet is like, it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, and everyone on Earth will love it. And I'm like, oh, don't put my expectations up too high. Now you know what that does.
Yeah,
You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to avoid everything relating to it until I can be bothered playing it. Just so like I don't know, I don't go in with expectations or anything, which is hard because like literally I've got like 15 different YouTubers playing it right now in my subscription box. I'm not watching any of them, and every single one is saying this game fucking rocks, and it is probably not only the best game of the year, but maybe the best game of all time. I'm like, the game's been out for a week, okay? Just hold on a sec.
Yeah.
I know everyone's quick to say that.
To be fair, though, like maybe not of all time, but the game industry has been pretty fucking garbage, and to have a game like Elden Ring come out is really.
All I'm saying, I'm not saying that I think that they're wrong. Okay, what I'm saying is that like, I just think that it give it some time, you know, to sit
I know.
and digest.
I'm just saying specifically for the people that go like already claiming it to be game of the year. They do have a fair point though.
I mean, it might
like,
be. I mean, there's a lot of games coming out this year.
I just mean like precedent just goes that like the past few years, most of the gaming industry has just been like a dead cow rolling over in the field. A couple like good ones popping up, you know.
Yeah.
Did that rabbit just hurt itself? Yes, it did.
Yeah, they jumped too high. They got hops.
It jumped too high.
They got too much hops.
Okay. You need to tell him to stop. Can
It's
it?
time to stop.
Oh, I'm getting an idea for my mansion.
You having a brain blast?
Which is good because I was just building a big box around it.
Stephanie, go inside of Mabeanie's head and a big brain blast. Think.
Brain
blast.
Yeah. She did that.
We have a lot of
so
Jimmy
many
Neutron
times.
references on this
I'm
show.
gonna make
Super
the
Mario
perfect candy
soundtrack.
by
And
the
I
perfect
think
balance of every
ukulele
element of
as well.
taste.
Yeah.
I remember in ukulele we just kept doing the theme song. Shoot to the stars.
Oh, and in TF2.
Buy
yeah,
candy bars.
because we were singing it with
Kid
Aaron.
with a knack for adventure. A super-powered mind. I'm a kind of cocaine.
Bark, bark. Rescues the day from sure destruction. This is the theme song. Jimmy Neutron. Got a blast.
Yeah.
Weed. Stephanie, please be on my screen when I say that, or else the joke will not land.
Because we're gonna take it too seriously and be like, what are you laughing about weed for?
Because it's a visual gag,
Yeah.
primarily, what I was thinking just then.